Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Obviously, I may take a hit on this. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So we know that this thing is starting to get out of control. There are businesses shutting down. There's people being told, hey, you know what? There's no work for you for the next couple of weeks. We're sorry. People stressing out left and right. And I have noticed that, Boost Mobile stores, Metro by Tmobile stores, and Cricket stores, I don't know if they got the big thumbs up from head corporate office, or if these stores are doing it because their franchise owner is telling them to do it. But I noticed that some of them are shutting down. I mean, there's still some Cricket stores open here in my city. There's still some Boost Mobile stores open in my city. But I've noticed that there are some that are just closing up early and then haven't reopened the stores since. And it's got to be frustrating for people, those people who are looking to upgrade to that new phone they've been waiting for. They've just been waiting for the extra cash to do it, and they finally have it now, and so they want to go in and get that phone. But the store's closed. The only way you're really going to do it is by ordering online and having it shipped to you. And I'm going to recommend that to a lot of people who are looking to, upgrade on Boost Mobile or upgrade on Metro by T-Mobile or Cricket, is to kind of go the online route, or even, just look up for, devices to buy, unlock devices, and go with them and have them ship and deliver to you. I do know that for companies like FedEx and UPS, at least here in my city, some of the properties that they deliver to, they actually have been given the big thumbs up to use the USPS parcel lockers that we have here. So even if FedEx, should be delivering an item to my door, instead they will go and stick it in the parcel locker, and then they will come to my door and put a note on my door that they have delivered the package, and then I would have to walk there myself and get it. So it lessens human interaction. And I understand that because, obviously with this thing that's happening, that's spreading rapidly because of close human contact, we got to limit the amount of contact that we have. But here's the thing, though. I always feel like that life does things. There's like a slight little purpose to life that just causes all kinds of things. And over the last, couple of years, we've been very fragmented. Not only as a country, but as humans, we've been very fragmented. We have our political ideas, and we let that drive a wedge between us and our loved one who thinks of the opposite side. And it's been so bad, and I've been saying it for a long time, But I've been saying it for a long time that, we got to learn to love each other again as humans and, accept differences and whatnot. It's almost as if life had done this to everybody to remind us of how important it is to have, to respect our relationships that we have with family members and friends, to respect people, even though they're not family and friends, but to, respect them as a human being, from one human being to another. How important it is to have relationships and have communication with people. I feel like that, we are definitely being punished for just how easily we would, not like somebody because they voted for this person, or because they believe in this political party's point of view, or this and that and the third. We have strayed so far of trying to segregate ourselves from one another that actually now life has dealt us something that forces us to be separated from one another, and to have to be apart. Now we're forced. It's not by point of views or anything like that. We are forced for our own health and our own safety. And I think about these things. I was thinking about this sitting in my room, obviously self-quarantined. It's like just out here trying to get some fresh air, sitting in my car. But my neighbors pulled up, and they're putting food inside their house, so you're gonna hear them. They're loud. But yeah, we are literally forced to stay away from one another now. So all that stuff that we were fighting about before on the internet and chat forums and all that stuff, and how we were so it was so easy for us to just be divided. Now we're forced to be divided. And now people are talking about that they want to see people, they want to call people, they want to interact with people. And it's just like, it's crazy. It takes something like this for people to kind of open their eyes and realize, like, hey, you know what? Political point of views shouldn't be enough to drive a wedge between family members and loved ones. You know, it shouldn't be the reason why you won't befriend a total stranger who is nice and polite just because they wear a hat with a certain logo on it, or they feel like that the way that the economy in the country should be is this certain way, that everything should be free or whatever. You know what? Like, people think differently. And like, I take the same point that, you know, what they say about Android, and I wish that would apply to just people in general. You know, be together and not the same. Not everyone has to agree with each other, but we should be able to respect and love one another and have that decency towards one another, regardless of what we think. Be together, not the same. Great slogan that Android has. And I think a lot of people are kind of opening their eyes now and seeing that. So when it comes down to the tech of things, right now is a good time to really just kind of, you know what, read about tech, if that's your passion. But now more than ever, I think people need to come back, take a few steps back, and just come back to the realization, you know what, that, you know, life is short, and the people that you have in your life, you know, don't take them for granted, because you could be totally separated from them and never hear or see them again and be able to speak to them. You know, I pray that my own dad is safe, you know, from this, because he is, you know, he is in that class where they consider that it would be a deadly threat to him versus, you know, myself. Even though I'm diabetic, I'm kind of there with him, but not really there. But like for my kids and, you know, for my lady, they're pretty good health-wise, so they are okay. But we still do our part to not contribute to the spreading of it. We self-quarantine. My kids, my heart breaks. My kids hasn't been outside to play outside in days. I let them come outside with me to the front door of my place so they can breathe actual fresh air and not the inside air, and see the sun and see the clouds and see the trees and feel the breeze. You know, it breaks my heart totally that my kids have to be confined inside, you know, a home. And so I'm going to say to people out there, while you may be trying to upgrade to a new device, understand that, you know, people are trying to stop the spread of this thing. They're trying to help you and help them. You know what? It ain't going to kill you to order things online and have it delivered to a parcel locker, to your mailbox or whatever. You know what? It may take a couple of days for you to get it, but at the end of the day, if you order that online, you're going to get the phone. Chill out. You're going to get it. Waiting 3 days is not going to kill you. Watch my video on things you can do to lessen the stress while you're in home self-quarantining, things you can do to pass the times. You know, fix things in your house if you own a house that you've been wanting to fix. Get it done. Get it fixed, you know. Put a puzzle together. Call people on the phone and have conversations to maintain your sanity and to keep your social skills alive. You know, if you wanted to learn how to cook a specific dish that you saw on the Food Network or something like that, now's the time to actually, like, try it. You're at home. You have the ingredients to do it because you went shopping and bought up almost everything in the store. Then put that to use. Make you a beef Wellington if you saw it on Chef Ramsay's, you know, videos, and try to see if you can make it yourself. You know, do things that you normally wouldn't have time to do. If you're a heavy gamer, dude, this is the best time for you. Now you can actually turn on the Xbox One or the PS4 and play to your heart's content without being yelled at. You gotta go to work. Like, now's the time to do all these things. Get it out of your system, so by the time when they say, okay, everyone can return back to work, you're not gonna be on those shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I shoulda did this. You'll be good to go. So that's it for right now, guys. That's all I gotta say in this video. I don't care what, you know, if it gets demonetized or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. I'm just trying to share my thoughts with you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section of the video. You can like or dislike this video if you guys choose to. If you want to subscribe, I appreciate it. If you don't, that's fine. But if you subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified when I upload more videos. And yeah, that is it for right now, guys. Thanks for listening. Hopefully you guys are safe. I pray that you guys are safe and that you guys are in good health. And as always, Allah.